Let's build this 2-in-1 iron farm with a villager trading hall. This farm generates up to 14 stacks of iron in an hour, and you can benefit from being able to trade with the villagers. These are the materials you will need. Make sure your farm is at least 150 blocks away from any village or villager-based farm. Before we begin, you will need at least 20 villagers. Check out my villager breeding farm if you need help. And a special thank you to More Ballistic for helping me present this to you today. Check out his YouTube in the description below. Alright everyone, let's go ahead and build this easy iron farm. But before we do not skip the intro of this video. If you skipped it, go back and watch it. It's not my fault if your farm doesn't work at the end because you skipped it. I did not provide the workstations in the material list, so you will need 20 workstations. That could be lecterns, fletching tables, could be composters, cauldrons. It could be any workstation of your choice. Remember that lecterns will give you those mending books possibly, or enchanted books. Posters will give you farming materials. Cauldrons will be stuff like this, and so on and so forth. So pick the workstations that you want and then come back to this video. This farm is super easy to make. It's not too big. It's gonna look like this, and as you can see, an iron golem is already spawning. It'll go down there, and then we'll collect the loot. If you want the exact dimensions, go ahead and check the description of the video. Let's begin. All right, everyone. So once you find your perfect building spot, go ahead and place a block. That's our first corner. To the right of it, go ahead and go 22 for in total. So that's 1, 19, 20, 21, and 22. Going from that first corner forward, let's go 21. So that's 1, that's 22, and then that's 21. Connect this all the way across, and then make sure each corner goes up by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Once all of those have been raised by 6, go ahead and connect them across just like this. And once you connect them across, make sure that you mark this as the side that is 22 blocks long. This will be the front of our build. Inside your build, go ahead and place a temporary block on that corner. So that's the front. There's your temporary block, and place a slab at the top of that block just like this. So you should be able to place a full solid block above that slab. And from this corner to that corner, we'll fill this whole thing in with slabs. And once you connected all those slabs, it should look just like this. So remember, a solid block should be able to go above all these. So this is the front of our build right here. We're going to place a block just like that, place water on that block, and then break the block. Do the same thing on all sides. Doesn't matter which side you place this on, right there. And then last time over here, just like that. Once you do that, it'll create a cool pattern. Place 2 water buckets on these parts. So just like that, place it on the single parts. And once you do that, you'll get an almighty X design. Now all you have to do is place a water bucket from here all the way to this part. So just like that, we'll drag it all the way across. Do not place any water in these areas. And once that is done, you should have a center that looks like this, 4 blocks across, and then 3 blocks this way. So it's a 4x3. And then take solid blocks on the outside of this, so just like this, and place a solid block there, and do this all the way across. You might want to sand in the center, otherwise you'll have mining fatigue. So just like that, all the way across. So now we got those solid blocks all the way around, and then you could just break the slabs in the middle, just like this. Then come down here to the floor of your build, and bring this all the way down to the ground, like this. Do the same thing over here, like so. All right, so now that you did that on all sides, it should look just like this. You can go ahead and fill this in with your glass now, just like this. Same thing over here, and then that should all be filled in. You could also place up here with glass, but if you want to conserve your glass, just do this. All right, so now everything should look like this, and then on the bottom, go ahead and place your solid blocks all the way around. You could place glowstone on the sides if you want a bunch of light in this build so it's not dark, or you could place torches. On the left and right side of this build, let's fill these walls in. So just like this, we want to fill all these walls in. And just like that, do the same thing on this side, and just like that, both sides should be filled in with blocks. Remember, this is why we marked the front, so the left and right have blocks. Now inside of our build right here, this is the left side, that's the right side. So right here, go ahead and go 2 blocks high from the corner. So 1, 2, place the block there, place a block here, and then just do this design all the way across. So you have a block high, block low, block high, block low. Very simple. Then on each corner, that block should be 2 blocks high like this, and then same thing on this left side, 2 blocks high. All right, connect these down like so. All right, and then that's how that should look. Do the same thing on the right side, and then it will look like this on the right and look like that on the left. Now would be a great time to decorate the floor. I recommend just take a shovel and then just do this with your shovel. It'll look pretty, and then you don't got to do anything here. You could just leave that how it is. And then once you design your floor of choice, or you could keep it plain, up to you. You can go ahead and place glowstone here alternatively, or you, like I said, you could use torches, but this is also an acceptable spot to put your glowstone. All right, coming behind our build, so this is the front, coming behind right here. Go ahead and go 3 blocks out. So there's 1, there's 2, there's 3, and then on that 4th one right there, break that block, break this block over here, and then break it just like so. So that should be 6 across. Basically break all of this in between, so just like that. Then take your beds, face them this way, just like this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Do the same thing over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So now your bed should look just like this. Go ahead and mine 1 more block out right here, and then another just like this. Do the same thing on this side, and then place another bed on each. So there's 1 right there, there's another right there. So from this bed to that bed, you should have 8 beds across. Same thing over here, just do it like that. And then same thing over here, just like this. Now you have a total of 16 beds. We need a total of 20 beds, so to do that, break these 2 blocks and those 2 blocks. Same thing over here, these 2 and those 2, and then place 2 more beds like this, and then 2 more beds just like that. So now you have a total of 20 beds. Something inside of our build now, we could go from the top, so you might want to get a water bucket or something, and then go inside here. On these 2 blocks, place 2 hoppers just like this. On this hopper to the left, place a hopper going this way. Do the same thing over here, hopper going that way, and then just have all these hoppers going into those hoppers. Then take your double chest and place them just like this, and then you'll see you'll be able to open them. If you were to place solid blocks right here, you would not be able to open this chest. All right, coming back up to the front of our build, just like this. And then to the left of those beds, there's the beds over there. Place 3 signs just like this, and then over there as well. And then 3 more signs in front of it, just like that. So now you have 3 signs, and then just do that all the way across like so. And then you don't need to obviously place anything here because you can't. All right, go ahead and grab your campfires. Remember that a campfire does less damage than a soul campfire. So soul campfires will do 2 times more. You could use these if you want, but if you only have campfires, use those. You're gonna go ahead and put campfires on top of each hopper. Just keep in mind when you do this, you're gonna be blinded with particles. So immediately right after we place our campfires, on top of these signs, we wanna place lava. So real quick, we'll grab that lava. We'll place our campfires like this. And like I said, you're gonna be blinded by it, so it's gonna be a little annoying. And then just like that. And just like that, you'll place your campfires. Like I said, you can't see a darn thing. So if you want to remove those campfires real quick and then place your lava, you can. So you want to place your lava in the middle right here. So place lava there and then lava right there. And then you should only need those 2 lava buckets to cover this whole space. And then in survival, what you can do is you can come down here and then just go ahead and place all of your campfires like this. And then over here, you do that as well. I am not a fan of the soul campfires or campfires particles. They are extremely annoying. But once you do that, this is how everything will look. So now just to show you real quick, if I were to spawn an iron golem into this farm, and then the iron golem will go down here, it'll get lit on fire, not only by the lava, but the campfire. So having the soul plus the lava does a lot more damage, and the faster you kill the iron golems, the faster they can respawn. And then we get all of our iron, wow, we got 5, inside of this double chest. All right, everyone, so now would be a great time for us to get our villagers inside of here. But before we do that, go ahead and place solid blocks just like this. Do the same thing over here, solid blocks there, and then do it over there. And then just like that, you have solid blocks on those corners. On the back side over here, go ahead and fill your whole wall in just like this. We can fill all this in. For the front side, we do want to fill this in, but right here where those double chests are, just break 2 blocks like this. And I'm actually going to connect these across just because it looks prettier. And then right here, just bring these up and then just connect all these across like we did on the back side. All right, and then just bring these down like that. And then you should have a little entrance like so. Now what we want to do is get a villager inside of each container. The easiest way to do that is obviously bring 1 villager in here like that. Block this so they cannot go anywhere. Now you see you have your lonely villager. Go ahead and place your workstation on the end of the first chamber. So just like this, we have that over there. Place that lectern, and what will happen is he'll go to it, and then slowly but surely, the villager will go over here. Go ahead and break the lectern, push the villager inside, and then replace the lectern like this. Then as soon as you do it, it might take a minute, but it'll connect to this workstation. So we're gonna do that for all the villagers. So 1 by 1, bring your villagers in. And actually, this villager is connecting all the way to my other farm. So this is why it's important to be 150 blocks away. So make sure you do not have any like workstations nearby, even if it's like a kelp farm over there or something with composters, that will break. So since now that guy connected over there, I went ahead and broke those. So now just place that lectern like this, and you'll see it automatically will link. This is very important, guys. So if you mess this up, this whole farm just won't work. Make sure that each villager is linked to their designated workstation. They need to be able to access these workstations. If they accidentally link, let's say this guy links to this one over here, they're not going to be as productive. And if all of them are like cross-linked, this whole farm just won't work. So we want to slowly bring 1 villager in here, place our lectern or whatever workstation you're going to use, let it connect. Don't hit it. Absolutely do not hit your villagers. You will lose your sonority in this village. And then push the guy in like so. And then place your workstation back in front of it. So now all these villagers are linked to their own lectern. So I'm going to do this all the way across and on each side. And all of your other villagers should be at least 150 blocks away. So 1 by 1, bring your villagers all the way over here. So I know this is going to be tedious, but watch my villager breeder. It's super simple. Then you can set up a rail system, and 1 by 1, you can just send these guys over here. And then once you have all these guys in here linked to their lecterns, this is what it will look like. This is extremely important, guys. So do not mess this up. Make sure they're all linked. So just to show you, if I break that, this guy is going to lose his connection. Nobody else will be affected by that because they're all linked to their own workstation. If I place my lectern here, he's going to go to that. If I break it, he's going to go back over here. Another thing, they won't go to their workstations if it's nighttime. So if it's nighttime, make sure to sleep. And you could sleep in their beds. It doesn't matter. They won't care. And then once we get all this done, the iron portion of this farm is complete, but there is one problem. The iron golems are more than likely not going to just spawn in the water. They're going to spawn all around here, start wandering, and then we're not going to get anything. And then we're not going to be able to get any iron because they're not spawning where we want them to. Most people will tell you to place leaves and spawn proof, but that is just not a requirement in 1.21. All we have to do is take a shovel, go on the side that the beds are on. So the beds are right here. Let's go to this corner right here, shovel right here, and go out by 7. Do the same thing over here and 7. And then all you have to do is just connect this across like this. Iron golems are not going to spawn directly on the paths where the villagers walk. So by doing this, we spawn proof that whole area where iron golems can spawn. So once you do that, what you need to do is go on the left side now. So the beds are right there. Let's go on the left side. And then the same thing you did over there, connect this across. All right, so now we have this pathed out. We have this pathed out, and this is 7 blocks. So from over here to over there, that's 7. We want to do it one last time on the right side. All right, so this is how everything should look so far. Nothing is in the front, but on the right, left, and behind, all this is out by 7 blocks. And once you do that, your iron golems will then start spawning just like that. I'm not lying to you. I told you. They will spawn in there. They won't spawn out here at all. In the very weird case they somehow manage to spawn over here, they never spawn over here. But if they do, you know what to do. Just connect this whole thing. And it actually looks better if we connect this whole thing with dirt paths. But you could do it just to be safe. For this build, you don't need to do it. And once our pathing is done, you'll notice that iron golems are spawning. We could open that chest, and holy crap, we got 3 stacks. That's a lot. Before we continue, guys, please make sure to leave a like and subscribe. It means the world to me. I respond to every single comment. On my day off, on my days on, if I'm doing school, I spend hours on these videos just to make them free. So please, it'd mean the world to me if you subscribed and like. I mean, I'm really trying here. So the next thing we could do is the trading hall. It's super easy. But one thing you'll notice is that string are in the chest. That's because cats spawn. If you don't want the cats to spawn, all you have to do is tame 5 of them and like put them in here somewhere. You can put them along the wall, doesn't matter. But if you tame 5 cats, cats won't spawn and you'll never have to see one die again. But if you are, you know, that kind of guy or girl, then you know what to do. Profit. All right, so our trading hall, and actually I'm just curious. Oh my God, we got so much. Okay, so the trading hall. We basically already have a trading hall. We have all the villagers. It's technically a hall, and we can trade with them. But there's one issue. In Minecraft, you can discount these, and we can get better trades. So maybe we could get like, instead of 24 paper for 1 emerald, we could get like, I don't know, 5 or really cheap. There's 2 separate things you can do when you want to discount trading halls. Number 1, hero of the village. If you give yourself hero of the village in creative, or you defeat a raid and you get it, all these villagers in here will give you a discount. Since this isn't a villager of the hero farm, you can A, build one above this, or B, you can discount all these villagers by themselves. Will mean you would never need hero of the village, and they're always going to be discounted forever. Realistically, you're not going to do it on every single one right away, but one at a time still pays the bills. So let's just assume you want to discount 1 for now. What you would do is you just create a little temporary chamber like that. Go ahead and break this lectern, say bye-bye. Put this lectern here, put the lectern there, wait for it to go over there, break the lectern, do the same thing, just move it, put that there, then literally just grab a zombie. So you have a zombie just like that. Zombie's going to go over there, surround the zombie, just like that, surround the zombie. Then just break the top and do that. And basically the zombie will corner it, and then it'll kill it. And then you could just kill the zombie, and that will obviously try to attack you, so run away from it. And it'll try to attack the other villagers, but it shouldn't be able to get them. Launch a weakness potion on it, or get a dispenser and hit it with it. It's not hard to lure this thing into like a chamber. Then take a golden apple and feed it to it. And then what happens is it makes these yellow-ish or orange, whatever. I'm pretty sure yellow. Yes, yellow. I'm correct. Yellow particles. Anyway, it'll shake. And after a couple minutes, it'll then turn back into a normal villager. And then once you get it cured and you get it back in its station, if I right-click right here, as you can see, I now have a discount. In some cases, it is a little bit better. See, instead of 36, it's 31. So that is a big difference. If I get myself hero of the village, it'll be pretty much the same thing. Instead of 24, though, as you can see, it's 1. Instead of 15, it's 1. And all these are going to be discounted. So if I come over here, that will be discounted. So if you guys want a villager of the hero farm above this one, I can do it in a couple days. I would gladly work with some of my assistants, and we will get that farm done for you. I'll probably end up making it anyway. Just expect after a couple days of this video being released, or a week actually, because I'm going on vacation, the hero villager farm will be added. But if you guys want it, drop it down in the comment section. Leave a like. That tells me you want it. And join the Discord server. But that is everything I have for you guys in today's video. As you can see, the process of me just making this, I got so much iron. And you can have it too. You just got to build this farm. But that is everything. Subscribe and like. Jot any questions you have in the comment section. You know I'll reply. And as always, bye-bye.
I don't listen to the haters, man, I treat them like the enemy. Had a couple traitors, man, but now they know the penalty.